Okay, Nathaniel. So today we're going to start with other grammar, okay? In order we can make a good advance about this grammar, okay? But before starting this, what about the last practice? I don't know, could you do it in a very good way?
Yeah, I could do most of them. There was one assignment I couldn't figure it out what I needed to do. One of the object and infinitive one, like it wasn't like clear enough, and I needed to write the sentences like from scratch. So I wasn't sure what to write, and I didn't got that right. But besides that, I was okay with the assignments.
Oh, okay, okay. So maybe at the end of the class we can see that part, okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay, that's great. So now let's start with this, please, okay? This is the other grammar that is verb plus gerund or verb plus infinitive, right? So I don't know if you know this list of verbs that you know, right? Follows plus after this list of verbs follows this structure that you write a verb plus ing. It's like the replace of instead of to, right? The infinitive.
Yeah.
So in the last list that I passed to you in your WhatsApp, I don't know if you could see the part.
In what? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yesterday I sent to you this list. I don't know if
Yeah,
you took it.
yeah. I read it, but I didn't do it like the end one.
Okay, okay, no problem, Nathaniel. So also in that list, you can, I don't know if you can open your cell phone or your
Yeah, I
computer,
I still
right?
have it open.
Okay, excellent.
Okay. You
Yes.
want me to see the gerund like list? Like admit, advice, allow, avoid, or what part of the document?
It was only one page grammar. The document was only one page. It's about grammar reference, the title. I don't know if you
Ah,
can,
yeah.
right?
Yes, yes, yes.
The
Yeah, I have it. Okay. What do you want me to do with this page?
Oh, okay. So in that part, I don't know if you can see the first subtitle that says common verbs followed by the gerund form,
Yeah.
right? So these are the most common verbs that you can use, right? Like an infinite, no, like a gerund way. So in whatever statement that you want to write, you write first this list of verbs, whatever of this, and after these verbs, you can follow with the structure of this verb plus ing, right? So this is a list. Grammatically, it's great to know about this list. I don't know if you can see this example that is about Talia. Dean resents Vin in Nick's shadow, right? So in this part, you know that this is the verb that maybe can be in the list, right? And after this, near these verbs, near this list of verbs, we're gonna write whatever verb, but with a form with ing. So that's the part that you have to write in order that it can sound in a correctly way, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you have this list in order you can see and you can use in a correct way, right?
Okay.
So it's all
Like,
about memorizing or recognizing about this.
okay. Like an
Yeah,
example could be like using the word defend. It would be like Dean resents defending Nick's shadow. Could be
exactly.
okay.
Exactly, right? So after this, for example, this can be the verb that is maybe on the list, right?
Mhm.
That you are looking at. But after this list, you're going to follow with the verb, but the next verb is going to be, of course, with ing. Okay, so I don't
Okay.
know if you can see the list. For
Yeah,
example,
I'm not seeing it.
you can give me one example with, choose one verb and give me whatever example that you want.
Okay.
Mhm.
Be okay. Like the first verb in this case, it's resent. It can be any verb, or it needs to be in this list.
Okay, it's like the verb of the list, it's gonna seems like this, right?
Yeah.
But after this, you're gonna write whatever verb, but
Oh,
with the
okay.
form with ing.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. Okay.
exactly.
Let me think.
Okay, your
Okay.
example.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yes.
was thinking. Sorry. Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, don't worry.
uh, Dean admits acknowledging um, acknowledging his father. It would be okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's okay. It's okay. Very good. Maybe other one with, for example,
Cool. I can say one like Roberto avoids discussing these matters with his family.
yes, of course. Very good.
Yeah,
Yes, so you got it, right? You
yeah,
can write the first the verbs of the list, and after you follow with whatever verb, but with ing form.
yeah.
That is why it's called gerund forms, right? This is
Mhm.
different from the infinitive that we can write with verb, uh, one verb after we use this structure with two plus the verb in the base form, right? It's
Yeah.
gonna be different, right? It's like this ing is replacing that infinitive in this part.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. So we can see the second part that is, after other verbs, you have to use the infinitive to plus verb, like the example, right? He
Mhm.
wants to be the only start on the team, right? So, for example, in the second part of the list, you can see common verbs followed by the infinitive, right? This is other short list of verbs that this verb is in that list, right?
Yeah.
And after you're gonna use two in order to separate both verbs, right? But you're gonna write after two the verb in the base form, of course,
Okay. Do you
right?
want me to give you an example?
And yes, of course. For example, I can use the verb agree, the first one that is in the list, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
So mhm.
he agreed to be the only singer in the group, or with other verb. Uh, he agreed to have uh, the most talent of them.
Exactly, very good. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, of course. And of course, you can use those verbs that are on the list, right? That you could see, this one and this other one. You can use in whatever tense that you want. For example, this
Yeah.
can be simple past, it can be with auxiliaries, modal verbs, it can be in past perfects, in the perfect forms, in progressive forms, right? So you can use in all of these tenses. But of course, you're going to follow with these structures.
Okay.
Okay, so it's only recognizing which verbs are followed by gerunds and which other verbs are followed by infinitives.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why you have that list that they are the most common verbs that you can use.
Like there are some verbs that you can use in both forms, right? Like
Oh, yes,
in the first list, there's like the word endure. You could use it in both cases, right?
exactly.
Endures to be, and I don't know, endures being. Yeah. Okay. Okay, got it.
Yes. Exactly. So also as you were saying that exist some verbs that you can use in both forms, right?
Yeah.
Like the form of with ing and the infinitive. Those also are in the list that follows the list, right? Common verbs followed by the gerund or infinitive. So there's no problem if you write in whatever form. There's not gonna be some problem with this. The
Okay.
interpretation is gonna be the same. Grammatically, it's gonna be correct, right? But
Yeah.
the other case is gonna be when you're gonna write the next part, that is common verbs followed by the gerund or the infinitive with a change in meaning,
Mm-hmm.
right? So in that part, it's gonna be exist some differences if you write in infinitive form or gerund form, right? And
Yeah.
these are only 6 verbs that you have to memorize and you have to make those differences.
Okay.
Okay, so only in that part.
Like with forget, what would be the change of meaning in with gerunds or infinitives? Like Dean forgets being in Nick's shadow, and he forgets to be in Nick's shadow. It doesn't have the same meaning.
Okay, the interpretation can vary in some
Mhm.
in some way, right?
Yeah.
When you're writing with ing and when you are writing with the
ING.
infinitive form. I don't know if you can see in the other document that I passed to you,
Mhm.
right? The last document also about it.
Yeah.
Also in that part, you can see the differences. We can check it, okay?
Oh yeah. Words with different meaning. Forget, remember. Okay.
Exactly. So
Meaning.
you have the examples and you have the interpretation, right?
Ah yeah. Like
Exactly. Can you
yeah.
read it, please?
Okay. Like with infinitive, like remember or forget. We remember to switch off the lights, and with gerund, it would be do you remember switching off the lights? So
Exactly.
like they mean the same, but in different contexts, maybe. Like
Exactly. Different context. Exactly, right?
uh,
Now the interpretation is going to vary. In that part, you can see those 6 verbs,
yeah,
and you can see also the definitions, right?
yeah,
In which cases can vary the interpretation with infinitives or gerunds about the context that you are writing, right?
yes,
So in those examples, you can notice the differences about this,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, I got it.
Yes. So can you give me one example with one of these verbs
Okay,
making that
sure.
difference?
Okay, let me think. Stop. Okay, let me think. Uh, I stopped to see the movie, and I stopped seeing the movie. Like,
Okay, so what are the differences between
like
those?
one means like the action means that I stopped to do something, and in the other, I stopped doing that action.
Exactly, right? So stop, it's like
Yeah.
in a general way, so you're not gonna see that anymore, right?
Yes.
Exactly, very good. So yeah, about these 6 verbs, you have to take care in some ways that when you are reading or when you want to say
Yeah.
something, right? Only with these 6 verbs. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Nathaniel. So let's pass to number 3 that we can see more about it. Okay, that says, but some verbs can be followed by either the gerund or the infinitive, as we were saying, right? So in the list that I passed to you, you have these verbs that maybe are 15 verbs that they are just few verbs, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's only recognizing about this, but if you can write in both forms, so there's not gonna be some problem with that.
Yeah. It's only changing.
Exactly, recognizing those verbs, only
Yeah.
that. Mhm. Okay, so in number 4, we can see a few verbs can be followed by the gerund or the infinitive, but the meanings are not the same. Some of these verbs are forget, remember, and stop.
Mhm.
Okay, so as you were saying, right, you have more verbs that are also try, quit, go on,
Regret.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So please, let's read those examples in order you can recognize the
Okay.
differences. Okay, read please, Nathaniel.
I forgot to tell you. In this example, Talia didn't tell Tony something. She planned to tell him, but she didn't do it. I forgot telling you. In this example, Talia told Tony something, but she didn't remember that she did. Uh, Amy remembered to see Patty at the health club. Patty told her something interesting. First, Amy remembered to see Patty, then she did it. Patty remembers seeing Dean yesterday. First, Patty saw Dean, then she remembered that she saw him.
Okay, yes, of course. The third example.
Okay. Patty stopped to talk to Amy. Patty stopped working so that she could talk to Amy. Jackie stopped coming to the health club a while ago. This means that Jackie doesn't come to the health club anymore.
Exactly. So everything is clear, I think, right? Or maybe
Mhm.
some questions
Like
about it.
the main differences are like when the action is taking place, right? Like future,
Ex-
past, or first or later. Yeah, I think I got this.
yes, right. Yeah. So the little difference is short, but in some way it's changing just a little, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So only recognizing those six verbs, you're gonna maybe if you can practice with more sentences,
Yeah.
you can do that. Please give me one more example, okay, with other verbs and that you are changing the meanings.
Okay. Uh, Let me try with. Okay. I regret. Uh, I regret going that place, and the other, I regret to go to that place. That would
Oh,
be correct.
okay, with regret, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, the meaning is not gonna change.
Okay.
So both forms are the same interpretation, right? With
Then
regret.
regret. If I'm saying I regret uh, going to that place, I could make that sentence like in a different meaning, not right?
No,
Okay.
no,
That
exactly.
okay.
Mhm.
Like if I use the example that is in the document you sent me, it says like I regret saying that, and the infinitive meaning is I regret to say that's wrong. So like with regret, with what other verbs I could like make this difference besides say? Mm,
Okay. For example, regret is in the part of verbs that you can use in gerund or infinitive way, but the meaning is not going to change, right?
yeah, it's like
But
only the time it says maybe. Like if I say I regret I regret to be there, and I say I regret being there. Is there like a real difference between like time? Or,
no, there's not going to be some difference. So it's like saying the same, right? And the difference is going to exist with remember, that is other verb,
oh
different
yeah.
verb, right? So in this part, then you want to make the differences only focus on these six verbs that are
Oh,
forget, go on,
yeah, like
read,
in the document you sent me, it says that regret has like a different meaning.
a different meaning.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it says. I think like it's not a different meaning, but maybe it's like a different structure of the sentence because like it says words with a different meaning. It's forget, remember, go on, regret, stop, and try. So I was trying to,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
So maybe it's like the I don't know the structure that changes or something because I don't really see the difference too.
Okay. Yes, also can exist a little difference, right? Like
Yeah.
these other verbs. Yes, in some cases, it's making some kind of sense about the sentences and interpretations that you want to show, right? But yeah, it's okay also. Mhm.
Well, if I'm like using the word go on, like the example they give us in this document is go on to read. That is like a statement or order, and go on reading, right? Like with what other verb could I make the difference besides reading with go on?
Okay, so you are asking me if you can use other verbs,
Yeah, like
the
I'm sure
next
you.
verbs that follows go on.
Yeah, like um, I can think of uh, any other verb that makes sense and has two different meanings, like go on to read and go on reading.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can use whatever verb that also can make sense, right? So the principal word is go on, but after this
Oh,
verb,
like
you can
yeah,
use whatever verb that you want.
like uh, writing. Go on to write.
Exactly.
Yeah, go on writing. Then
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, I got this. Go on to drink. Go on drink. So most of the
Exactly.
verbs would make sense with go on then. Okay.
Exactly, that's correct, right?
Okay.
So the principal is, for example, go on, and after whatever verb that you want to make sense
Mhm.
about the sentence, right?
Yeah.
So the verbs on the list in general are the principal because after these verbs, you're gonna write a verb followed by a gerund, that is the form with ing, or maybe an infinitive, that is the two, right? That separates two verbs.
Okay.
Okay, so the principal ones are the verbs on the list in order to recognize that which, for example, if you write one of these verbs, you have to recognize, okay, after this verb, I have to write a gerund. Or no, it's wrong, I have to write an infinitive. Or maybe no, it's gonna change the meaning, so I have to think twice, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
By hearing, I can tell like so. But yeah, I'll check the verbs too on the lists. But okay.
Yes, for example, we're gonna make a little practice about this. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you one verb and you're gonna make a sentence, whatever sentence, but you have to think, or maybe you can see the list in which correct is gonna be good, right? With the
Yeah.
next word that you're gonna write. If
Okay.
I say, okay, the verb say,
Say.
yep,
Let me think. Okay. Um, oh, it would be with ing, right? Like I. Oh no. No, it would be like I said. No. Let me think. Okay. Say. Mm, yeah, it would be like with the infinitive and to be. So let's see. I like, is it correct to say like I said that and then put infinitive and the verb?
I said that, yes, of course. But if you want to write in whatever statement, whatever sentence that you want to say, right? But if I say, okay, after this verb, I want you to write other verb, right? So in that case, you have to recognize if the next verb is going to be in gerund or in infinitive form.
Like in the case of say, it would be an infinitive, right? Infinitive of verb.
Exactly.
And like my question is it would be still considered that type of sentence if instead of saying like say and then the infinitive, I could say like say that too.
And
Like
no,
oh,
only I said to, and
okay,
after you
but
follow with a verb and a verb in the base form. Mhm.
okay. I said like the next verb could be like said.
Yes, whatever verb that you want.
Okay. Said, uh, okay. So sentence could be uh, I said to be there at 10.
Yes, very good. Yes, of course. So you're noticing that structure, right? You're
Yeah.
writing the whatever form of the tense, but you're using the verb say.
Mhm,
After you follow with the infinitive form that is to plus the verb in the base form, right? But if
mhm,
you wanna use that, it's like that is time. For example, it separates sentences from other sentences, right? After that, you can write whatever sentence that you want, starting again with a subject, verb, and complement, right?
mhm.
I said that he was on the street or something like that, right?
Okay.
Yes, but if you want to use only say, but the infinitive form, say to, right? Yeah.
Like if I want to use like saying simple present form, I could say the same thing, like say to be there at 10. Is it okay? It's correct.
Can you repeat again, please?
Like, is it correct to uh, say to be there at 10, not said, like
Oh, yes. It
say,
depends on the tense that you want to write, right? If
say.
you want to write in present, past, present perfect with modal verbs, it depends on you. For example, you can say, I can say to be there, right? Or I have said to write that. Or maybe I will say to, I don't know, mm, to tell something, or I don't know, whatever verb
Instead
that you
of
want.
to be,
Yeah.
what other verb could we use? Like say to go, it would be okay.
Say to go, yes.
Uh,
Say to go, say
most
to
of the verbs
do.
would make sense. Yeah.
Exactly. Whatever verb that you want to use, but it can make sense, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So, for example, if I say other verb, mm, resist.
Okay. Mm, I uh, resist following you.
Exactly. Resist. Oh, repeat again, please.
Like I like in these cases, when we're using the gerunds, like this kind of verb needs to be the verb with ing or the verb before the verb with ing.
No. After these verbs, you're gonna write another
Ah,
whatever verb, but with
mhm.
ing. Yes.
So it would be I can't resist following you. Is that okay?
Exactly. Yes, in that part is correct. Very good. If I say other verb, omit.
Mm, okay. Hi, how are you? Okay. You omit eating at night? Be okay?
You meet eating at night. Very good. Excellent. Because after you have to follow with a gerund, and that's
Yeah.
correct. But if I say use the verb stop,
No, I could use it in both forms.
exactly. It's gonna change the meaning or no?
Okay, like if I want to say that I stopped doing anything for doing another thing, I would use it with to.
Yep.
Like I stopped to get a smoke. And
Okay.
if I wanted to say that I stopped doing something, I would use like the other form with gerunds. I stopped smoking.
Exactly. Very good.
Okay.
Yes. If I say, okay, one more. Hope.
Hope.
Yep.
Mm. Okay, I'm trying not to see the list, so let me think. Like I'm trying different examples in my mind. Okay. Oh, I hope to be there. It would be to be, right? Like with infinitive.
Exactly. Infinitive.
Yeah, infinitive. To. Or I hope to go there. I hope to write that. Okay.
Yep. Excellent. Very good. Okay, one more verb. If I say want,
I want. Mm, it would be again with an infinitive, right? Like I want to be there. I want to go there. You. Uh,
yes, very good. If I say the other verb that is warn, warn,
okay.
yep.
One. Yeah, okay. Mm, one. Like warn in a way to like advertir that warn.
Exactly, very good.
Yeah. Would be with gerund, followed by gerund.
It has
Yeah.
an
Like,
special form, and also is in the list.
warn.
Well, we did it at the last class.
What was it? Like warn. Like I can say I warn getting something. Is that okay? Like with ing after saying warn, or is not correct to say that? I,
Okay. Yes, it can make sense with that, right? With the ing form or maybe infinitive. But also, I don't know if you can see in the list the last part that you can use with object
object.
pronouns, right? So that's the correct way if you want to say
Okay.
something. Yes.
Yeah. So I needed to think outside the box. I was thinking only with gerunds or infinitives.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So it would be object plus infinitive. Want him to be there.
Exactly, very good.
Yeah.
That's the correct
Now,
way in
yeah,
order to
now it
write.
makes sense.
Yes, very good. So don't forget about this list that you are looking at, right?
Yeah.
Uh, Only just check the verbs. It's only remembering from which follows gerunds or which follows infinitive, or maybe with object plus infinitive, or maybe which can change the sense, the meanings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's only recognizing all these verbs about the list, and I recommend you to read it, please.
Yeah, I'll check it when I have any problems. Okay. Yeah, really useful list, to be honest. It's a really useful one.
Yes, yes, definitely. Okay, so until this part, there is no questions.
No, there's no questions.
Okay, that's great. So we're gonna pass to the other grammar, okay?
Okay, let's go.
That's great. Okay. Okay, tonight I'm gonna assign the test from this unit, okay? You can complete until Sunday.
Okay.
Yes. So today we're gonna pass to this other that is from unit number 3. We're gonna start with this present perfect and present perfect continuous that we were seeing the last class something
Yeah.
about it, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. So you can see the screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
That's great. So we're gonna see in this part present perfect continuous. Number one, we use the present perfect to talk about something that
Cool.
was.
Now I can see the practice if you answered it. I can see
Oh
it.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
you
I'm
cannot
seeing like
see.
the.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna share it again. Okay, 1 minute.
Okay, now I can see it.
Okay, excellent. So let's see. Number one, we have this. We often use the present perfect to talk about something that was completed at some time in the past, but not at a specific time, right? That is the big difference that it makes.
Mhm.
Okay, with the present perfect, we are focusing on the complete, complete, completion, sorry, a result of of an action, right? We have the example in this part. Have you found out Jackie's schedule? Okay, an example. Talia wants to know about the results of Amy's search, right?
Mhm.
Okay, in this line, we can see we have three tenses, right? The past, now, and the future. Okay, so it starts in this part. It's at it's not exactly in the past, right? It's not
Yeah.
at a specific time because simple past talk about a specific time, but present perfect talks about some time in the past and a specific time that also can cause something, some results about the present, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it started in some time in the past, but now in the present it has some results. Okay,
Yeah.
Yes. So, okay, we're gonna see more about this. Uh, oh no, it continues with present perfect continuous. We're gonna notice that difference. We often use the present perfect continuous to talk about something that happened in the past and is still happening. With the present perfect continuous, we are focusing on the continuation of an action. Amy, she's been sitting in the lounge for about 10 minutes. In example, Amy means that Jackie is still sitting in the lounge, right? So as you can see in this line, we have the past, now, and future. It started in some time in the past. We don't know specifically in which tense, right?
Mhm.
In which moment, but it's in progress. It's in progress until the present tense, and can be progress. I don't know until an a specific time after this, right?
Yeah.
So it's happening now,
Yeah.
right?
We don't
So
know
that can be
when it started and we don't know when it's ending.
exactly. So that talks about present perfect. Because
Okay.
if we are going to focus in simple past, yes, of course, we can use specific times, right?
Yeah.
But when it is perfect forms, of course, it's a noun, the tense.
Like that the there is like a past perfect continuous. Does it exists?
Past perfect continuous, yes, but it's other grammar. For
Yeah.
example, we have this line, right? That is in the past,
There's
now,
another
and the
past with
future.
a present in the past.
Exactly. It's like the past of this past, right?
Yeah.
Like in this part, yes. So also that can be in progress until the part of the past.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so maybe you can give me two examples about this. You know, you have this structure, right? That you're gonna use have or
Mhm.
has plus the verb in past participle form.
Yes.
Yes. So please give me one example with that.
Okay. Present perfect, right?
Yep.
Okay. Uh, she has told the principal about this.
Exactly. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, okay. And other ones with
Present perfect. Okay.
reciprocal continuous, yeah.
I have been reading that book for 2 weeks.
Exactly right. So we don't know specifically when it is started or a specific time, right? So
Yeah.
that's about that's the big difference.
Hmm.
Yes. Okay. And of course, if you want to make in a negative form, you're going to use the form of haven't,
Hmm.
hasn't. You know, in questions, of course, it's really simple, right?
Yeah. The conjunctions.
Yes, exactly. Okay, okay. So number three, we can see. We often use the present perfect to talk about amounts. How much, how many times, right? Like the example of Jackie. We've read three books in Professor Robert's class.
Have read.
Okay,
Okay.
yes. So can you give me one example similar to this with this definition?
Okay. Uh, we have spent um, $16 so far.
Okay, yes, it's
Or
okay.
instead of saying so far, I could say yesterday, right? That
Yes,
it could be something that's already done. Okay.
and yes, yesterday. Yes, we can use that. Okay, but it can be a big difference. We make, for example, more specifically, yesterday morning,
Yeah.
yesterday afternoon, right? That can be the difference. Okay,
Okay.
okay. Number four, we often use the present perfect continuous to talk about how long. Amy, I've been studying journalism for about 6 months.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay,
Do you want me to
a
give you an
similar
example?
example.
Okay. I have been eating this ice cream for about 2 hours.
Exactly. Okay, yes. This word, of course, shows you that it's not so specific
Yeah,
because
it's like an approximate.
exactly, very good. Number five, we can see. Sometimes you can use either the present perfect or the present perfect continuous with verbs such as live, work, study, play, take, and teach with for or since. There is often no difference in meaning between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous, right?
Mhm.
Amy has studied journalism since last year, or Amy has been studying journalism since last year. These two sentences have the same meaning. Yes, because maybe this action can be that it's continued. The action is continued until now, right? And
Yeah,
we don't know when it's gonna finish. Yes, so you know the differences when you use for and since, right?
yeah, I know them. Like
Very
since is you're telling since one, and for you're telling the exact length of of the thing you're doing or the action.
exactly right. For you're showing the time,
And
right? And since
yeah,
when the action is starting or something like that.
yeah.
Excellent, very good. So with present perfect and present perfect continuous, exists some question about it?
No, no, not really.
No, right?
Yeah,
Yes. So
these are the tenses that I use the most, like speaking.
in a speaking way, right? Very good. Yes, that's
Some,
true. Okay. Yes. So you know that's the big difference. Don't forget, please, not at a specific time.
yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna pass if we can make one more grammar. That is okay. I'm gonna see the next grammar.
Okay.
Okay, Nathaniel, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
That's very good. So in this case, we're gonna see this other one that is with embedded questions, right? With WH questions or just the questions. So in this case, we're gonna start with number one. An embedded question is a question that is inside another sentence, right? As example says, what do you mean? I know what you mean, right? I know what you mean. What you mean is an embedded question. So I don't know if this grammar is familiar to you, maybe
Well,
in a speaking way.
in the speaking way, actually, yeah. Like I've listened this and I could speak like this, but
Okay.
like in a structured way again, I may need to see this like a couple times. Like
Okay.
these
Okay.
embedded questions always are like two sentences. Like, what do you mean? I know what do you mean.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So this embedded questions, the little concept that I can tell you about this is that it's like speaking in a very formal or polite way that
Yeah.
you use maybe some phrases like this, right? Can you tell me? I don't know if exists more else. I was wondering. I wonder. Could you tell me? Would you? I would like to know. These are some phrases that can make
Mm,
more polite the
yeah. It's like a
question.
more cordial way to ask
Uh,
for something.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly right.
Like,
So
would you be
like
able
you
to tell me? That would be like an embedded question? Like, would you be able to tell me?
Exactly, very good. That
Mm.
is that is the embedded question, right? It's that you are, it's like you have the
Oh,
question, right? You
yeah,
have
it's
the
like
first
a,
question,
hmm,
but if you want to make this more cordial, okay, you're gonna use these expressions that are gonna make this sense, right? And after you're gonna continue with the sentence with the question. But if
yeah,
you notice, of course, it's gonna change it just a little. It's like it's becoming a normal sentence, like in an affirmative way,
yeah,
right? It's like in this part we are using the auxiliary does because we want to express something in present. But in this second part, it's like, okay, we're gonna write the WH, our subject, but we're gonna use the verb in the present form with the third person. It's
yeah,
like, okay, it's becoming an affirmative, like an affirmative sentence.
yeah. I know this. I kind of know this.
Very good. Okay, let's pass to number three. Okay, inverted just no question beginning with if, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is she there? Do you know if she
She's
is
there.
there? It's becoming in an affirmative way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is our embedded question, the phrase that makes this more cordial, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And in number four, we can see, notice that we use statement words order, not question order. In embedded questions, right? Where is she?
Is she
Is
there?
she
Huh?
there?
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. Number five. Okay, we have number five. We don't use a form of the auxiliary verb to in the embedded question. Amy, what do you mean? We do not say, I know what do you mean, or I know what you do mean, right?
We only say I know what you mean.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
all. Very good. That she have an agent. We do not say, I wonder that she have an agent, or I wonder she does have an agent. So
Would
what is the
be.
correct way?
I wonder if she has an agent.
Exactly. Excellent. Very good. In number six, we can see you can have an embedded question inside a statement or inside another question. When the embedded question is in a statement, you separate it at the end of the sentence, okay? I know that you want. When the embedded question is in a question, use a question mark at the end of the sentence. Could you tell me what you want, right?
Mhm.
Yes, it's like divided in two parts, right? That
Like
is the embedded question. Mhm.
I don't understand like what's the part of questioning I know what you want. Isn't that like a statement? I know what you want. I don't understand how's that a question.
Oh, okay. So you want
Yeah.
to know what's the difference between
No,
those?
like I can tell the difference, but like this example of I know what you want, it's not a question, right? Am I correct? I believe in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like
But
saying that I know what you want. It's like we're not, maybe it was not a question, right?
yeah,
It was like a normal, an affirmative sentence.
yeah.
But if, of course, you want to make sure about this, you transform this in a question form.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That's the difference.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so also I'm gonna send you some material about this grammar in order you can see maybe other phrases that can make this more polite.
Mhm.
Okay, so you will have the material in tomorrow, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes, Nathania. So until this part, do you have some questions about it?
Not really. Not quite. I'm okay.
Okay, that's excellent. Can you give me two examples, please?
Yeah. Okay. Well, the normal question would be, where is she? And the embedded question would be, uh, could you please tell me where she is?
Exactly, very good. Another one?
Another one. The normal question would be, uh, can you eat this? Or yeah. And the embedded question would be, could you, like, it's correct to say please in an embedded question, or it's not?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's okay.
Could you please eat this?
Excellent, very good.
Yeah.
Yes, so that is right. That
Yeah.
is all. Mhm. And one more with if.
If, okay. So it's a just no question. So, uh, okay. Is is he passing classes now? Then I wonder if he's passing classes now.
Okay, yes, very good. And you use, of course, if when you don't have an WH questions, right?
Yeah, it's yes, no.
Exactly. Yes, that's the difference. Okay, Nathaniel. So I think with that, it's okay, I think. Today we're gonna finish with that. Okay?
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna follow the protocol, as you know.
Yeah, the
Yep.
little quiz. Sure.
Yes.
Okay. I'm getting used to it. Like I don't even read anymore. Okay, it's done.
Okay. Okay, Nathaniel. So I'm gonna, until Sunday you can complete your test from the last unit, okay?
Okay, it's like posted as a assignment, the test.
Uh, yes, yes.
Okay. In
Okay.
what part is it? Like, do I need to go to courses and go to the end of the unit, or how can I do it?
In the part of assignments.
Okay, and the name is like test, quiz, or
Yes, quizzes.
okay, I'll search for it.
Okay. Did you find it?
What? Sorry.
Okay, can you share your screen in order I can see if
Yeah.
that's correct?
Okay. Okay. A second. My laptop is kind of slow. Yeah, this was the assignment I couldn't do. Like I didn't know what to write.
Oh, okay. Go to the book.
Yeah. Oh, what is taking so long?
Don't
Oh,
worry.
yeah,
Okay.
this final.
Okay, in the part of assignments, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, yes. All of the parts that says quizzes. Right?
Go.
Yes.
Do I need to filter?
No, no, no.
Okay.
The other part. This other.
Oh, all of these quizzes.
Exactly. Yes, this part, right?
Yeah. Like I have 7 quizzes in all of this. Okay. Do I need to do all of these 7?
Yes, you need to do all of this because this is from listening, vocabulary, speaking, grammar.
Okay.
Yes, pronunciation, reading, and review, right? All
Yeah.
of this until Sunday,
Yeah.
please.
I'll do them by Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll do them by Sunday.
Okay, Nathaniel. Yes, so please do it, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll do it. Well, thanks, Lorena.
Okay. Bye, Nathaniel. Take care so
See
much.
ya.
Have dreams. Bye
Good
bye.
night.